The Clay County teenager is being charged now as an adult in the deaths of his own parents. A grand jury indicting 14-year-old Trevor Lee on 2 counts of murder. Police say he shot and killed the couple, 44-year-old David Lee and 45-year-old Brandy Smith, then called 911 to turn himself in last week. And so tonight we're taking a closer look at this indictment. Jeannie?
That's right. We're joined now with attorney Curtis Fallgetter. He's a legal expert here and been in court for 30+ years here in Jacksonville. Thank you for being with us. Now, when this first happened, I remember you were standing right there and you said you were surprised that it was not first-degree murder. It was second-degree murder. So what do you think changed?
Well, I don't think anything changed. The police officers were rather conservative with the original charges. The prosecutors looked at it. They're the experts. They looked at the fact that 2 people died. He had multiple shots. He brought the gun in. Why would you kill your parents? It clearly appeared premeditated from the outset.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Premeditation, that's required for first-degree murder. So we know from the sheriff that there was some kind of argument before the shooting. Can you actually do something premeditated in just a couple of minutes before a trigger is pulled?
Yes, you can. The Florida Supreme Court defines premeditated as a conscious killing after deciding to do so. And you can form that intent as long as it's before the murder. It would be premeditated. So if you have the ability to form that intent before you pull the trigger, that's premeditated.
So now this young boy, he's only 14 years old, being tried as an adult. How's that going to affect the legal proceeding?
Won't affect it much because he's now been certified as an adult. They'll try him with all adult proceedings, so he'll be handled just like an adult. The sentencing can be affected a bit because the death penalty is kind of off the table for juveniles, but otherwise it'll be a full-blown adult prosecution.
That's right. So he can't have the death penalty because he's too young for that. And we also want to ask you about the prayer. So that when he was calling the 911, the dispatcher, he said, "Will you pray for me?" Now, what do you think if this goes to trial? Would that fall under the defense or under the state? How would they use that 911 call?
It's kind of a two-edged sword, and of course the hearsay rules would prohibit him from putting it in because it's his hearsay. His lawyers would probably like it in because it makes it sound like he's concerned about what happened to the parents. If I'm the prosecutor, I'm sort of tempted to let it in anyway because you want me to be prayed for because I've just done something pretty terrible. It's sort of like a confession, so it's a dangerous statement for either side, I think.
So this may or may not go to court. There may be a plea deal, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Probably should be.
All right, Curtis Fallgetter, we do appreciate your expertise.